What I'm going to say now may well surprise you, and your initial thought might be that can't be right. But hear me out. Having worked in corporate and small business sales for over 30 years, as well as having trained and coached countless salespeople, I've realized that there is such a thing as a born salesperson. I'm sure you've met some, where you go, my goodness, they just are natural at what they do. An assertion backed up by Derek Gatehouse, who is the author of The Perfect Sales Force, the 6 best practices of the world's best sales teams. Over 30 years, Gatehouse observed that top-performing salespeople consistently sell at least 4 times more than their average counterparts. Often, without training or previous experience, they're just naturals. Some people excel at prospecting, while others positively hate it. Some are born closers who move their clients towards signing up with no sign of aggression or pushiness. Others are pleasers who could be excellent at gaining rapport, determining value, presenting benefits, but rarely ask for the order, closing the sale. Gatehouse observed that these skills are hardwired basic personality traits. Yeah, training will improve skills, but if the basic fit isn't right, you won't get the results you hoped for. In a way, no different from top athletes. You have to have basic talent which can then be honed. Which brings me back to how you should select salespeople for your organization. Hiring salespeople has to be a strategic decision. You need to fully assess the role so you don't end up with a square peg in a round hole. Start by defining the types of interaction required. What are you selling and who are you selling it to? That will determine the personality types you're looking for. For example, you may well be familiar with the hunter-farmer descriptions. Hunters go out there prospecting for new business. They're happy to talk to strangers and open accounts. Farmers work on existing client accounts, building relationships with a view to keeping and expanding the business. But those are surface definitions. Different selling scenarios demand different personality types. Get the combinations wrong and you're setting yourself and your salesperson up to fail. Now, Gatehouse postulated there are 6 innate preferences you're naturally inclined towards. See which ones you can relate to. Starting with a work ethic of quantity versus quality. Do you prefer making lots of quick sales where you're busy, productive, and get quick wins? Or do you prefer working with fewer prospects on a deeper level where a tremendous amount is riding on each meeting? Your tolerance or pain threshold. Will you do whatever tasks are necessary to get the job done? Or do you avoid stuff you hate or fear? Prospecting is a classic example which reveals hardwiring because in a primal sense it involves hunting, fighting, and venturing into the unknown to speak with strangers. You'll either do it or you won't. And no amount of coaxing and training will fix this. Persuasion. Are you an advisor or a pleaser? Are you a born closer who naturally closes the sale, or do you love consulting and are very reluctant to ask for the business? Executive rapport. Can you naturally relate to people at the top, or do you prefer with the so-called common man? Need. Can you create or establish a need? Do customers know that they have a problem, or do you have to create awareness first? Explanation. Obvious versus concept. Selling cars is obvious. Selling performance improvement services is not. In coming videos, I'll go into more depth regarding the 6 skills and where they fit depending on your scenario. We'll also cover 4 behavioral preferences which add icing to the cake, so look out for them. And in the meantime, if you have a sales team whose performance you want to improve, give me a hoy. We'll diagnose your situation and determine if the right people are in the right roles. And if appropriate, prescribe a solution that will improve overall results. And if you like this video, please comment and hit the like button and share it as well. Until next time, this is Rashid Kopwal.